Hi, I'm Haley Ann, back with this week's entertainment news. After combing through Sotheby's auction list, buyers began pulling their hair out in a bidding war to own a piece of musical hairstory, as strands of Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart and Ludwig van Beethoven's hair went on sale. Back in the day, the word salon meant a social gathering of intellectual and cultural geniuses. Now I'm picturing Beethoven and Mozart having sophisticated conversations while hairdressers snip away at their lovely locks. The legendary 18th century musicians were said to have met in Vienna back in 1787, and Beethoven was greatly influenced by the older Mozart. Before Beethoven overcame deafness to become one of the greatest German pianists of all time, child prodigy Mozart was a whiz on the violin and piano at the age of 5. Born Johannes Chrysostomus Wolfgangus Theophilus Mozart on January 27, 1756, in what is now Salzburg, Austria, the boy genius went on to compose over 600 symphonic works like the iconic Requiem. As for Beethoven, he was born in Bonn on December 17, 1770, where he performed his first public concert at the age of 7. From 1801 to 1820, he gradually went deaf, yet some of his greatest accomplishments came from this later period, like his Ninth Symphony and Moonlight Sonata. Now, Beethoven's hair, bundled with a printed invitation to his funeral, was purchased for $12,500 at a Sotheby's auction, while Mozart's strands commanded a staggering $53,820 performance. From master artists to stolen Instagram photos, the infamous art thief Richard Prince recently sold other people's Instagram pics for $90,000. The 65-year-old con artist knows how to walk the tightrope of copyright law, which usually protects creative works from being copied. Back in the 70s and 80s, he photographed magazine ads, adjusting minor details like text and cropping them. He's even won court battles against artists after modifying their work, all in the name of freedom of expression. Now in his latest stunt, he took Instagram photos posted by lovely ladies and sold blown-up prints. All of this without their permission. Moral of the story? Set your social media profiles to private. Otherwise, your best selfie ends up on the wall of a weirdo art collector.
But first, let me take a selfie.
You know what's a real virtual masterpiece? The video game Minecraft, which is now about to face some fierce competition from LEGO Worlds. That's right, the king of real-life building blocks will be taking on the king of virtual construction. For the uninitiated, Minecraft is a game about breaking and placing blocks to protect yourself from nighttime monsters. But players quickly evolved the game into a place limited only by your imagination. A LEGO spokesperson even admitted once that the company wished they'd beaten Minecraft to the punch, and now they'll have their chance. LEGO Worlds promises to give players the chance to explore, discover, and create, gathering bricks from the environment to craft amazing things. I bet Emmett Briskowski from the LEGO Movie would totally dominate this game. No offense, Lord Business.
I think I got it, but just in case, tell me the whole thing again, I wasn't listening.
Nothing spells LEGO better than the Scripps National Spelling Bee, where contestants are taking the stage at the 88th Annual Spelling Competition. Of course, none of the words will be as simple as L-E-G-O. Over 11 million kids hit the ground running, but were quickly whittled down to 49 by insanely difficult words like get some Kunstwerk. In case you're curious, that means a work of art that makes use of all or many art forms. More humorous words included Gesundheit and Crikey, while math fans were pleased to hear Pythagorean spelled correctly. With over 1 million words in the English language, anything was possible. The finals took place on Thursday, and there were 2 winners. 13-year-old Vana Shiva Shankar of Olathe, Kansas, and 14-year-old Gokul Venkatachalam of Chesterfield, Missouri. This is now the second year in a row that a tie was reached, despite there being 0 ties in over 5 decades beforehand. The contest literally ran out of words after Vanya spelled Sakaransknight and Gokul aced the word Nunadak.
Can you say that again? S-S-10T.
Ever wondered whether Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was tough enough to defeat an earthquake? Wonder no more, because San Andreas is shaking things up in theaters. The summer blockbuster is literally all about city blocks getting busted up as the Fast and Furious star tries to be fast enough to survive the furious California quake. The Rock plays an LA Fire Department rescue helicopter pilot who tries to leave LA with his ex-wife to rescue their daughter in San Francisco. Paul Giamatti plays a seismologist who correctly predicts that the San Andreas fault will unleash a quake-pocalypse. And sure enough, everything from skyscrapers to the Golden Gate Bridge is obliterated in hair-raising action. The action might even be eyebrow-raising too. See, the Earth's crust is split into about 15 major tectonic plates that can trigger quakes and volcanoes when they shift around. The 810-mile-long San Andreas Fault runs through California, forming the boundary between the Pacific Plate and North American Plate. It's been responsible for famous quakes like the 1906 one in San Francisco, which claimed 3,000 lives and was estimated to be 7.8. In the movie, the San Andreas Fault unleashes a 9.1 magnitude quake, which is at the highest range of the Richter scale. The Rock is awesomely heroic as ever, and the special effects will make you want to run home and earthquake-proof your house.
Everybody down!